Okay, I'm going to make a real quick video on some points around the camper. Alrighty. First, we'll start with the step. It just slides in. When it pull it out, the light goes on. Great for nighttime. Your door. Pull open to lock. Push up, medium down, or in the middle down, sorry. Then you got your screen, folds right back, it is invisible. Coming inside, to the right, you've got your sink, you've got your burner. This stays up by using the Velcro. And then you've got your 2-burner. And this is your pilot light start. Make sure you have the gas on in the front. We'll go over that in a minute. And here you have your refrigerator. It's got a little freezer, not much of one. Down here is where you turn it on. Keeping it at a 5 keeps your food quite delightful. Down here, first tab, we've got paper plates, melamine plates, and bowls. Couple of little storage containers, a serving platter, cutting board, collapsible strainer, then you've got utensils and measuring cups and spoons, all contained in there. Down here, just push this in, pull it out. You've got some tongs, you've got a vegetable fryer, and you've got a 10-inch skillet. And this is another cutting board. And down here, we have the tabs for the cartridge, toilet cartridge. Just one tab per 5 gallons is fine. You've got tongs, garbage bags, and a garlic press. Just push those back in. Here we've got your compartment wet bath. This is your sink to wash hands with, but it will come up here. And that's your shower. You will just sit on the toilet to take your shower. Now this is your bench seating. These cushions just come up. And this is on each side. I'm just going to do the one side. These pull out and meet in the middle. And then you lay your cushions down, obviously flat. There you go. Prior to pulling the bed out, always make sure this AC vent is closed, because this pulls out, it'll cut this off and possibly damage it. Down here, you got your fuse box, you got your 110. That will not work if you're on solar. All right, to lay the back down, you're going to pull out this side cushion. Pull this forward till it clicks, and then it lays all the way back. And it does it for same on both sides. We provide a 2.5-inch foam mattress that you can pull out. And lay across your bedding for more comfort. All right, and then just with a little click of the switch under here, you pull on that and you've got more storage back here. We do have a TV and a microwave and a radio. The TV and radio have their own remotes. And we also have a Wi-Fi adapter I shouldn't say Wi-Fi. It's not a Wi-Fi adapter. It is a Fire Stick adapter. You plug the Fire Stick in here. You plug this into the Fire Stick, and then this other part goes into this little guy. Here is the AC unit and the heating unit. This one you can, the Aldi system. $107 out here, that's lovely. All right, this has your controls, your shower, your electricity, or if you want to be on propane. We're not plugged in right now, so that's not going to turn on. You want hotter water, you put this on, you put it to full blast. Okay? Turn that back off. Heating, AC. You push here for the power, as long as it shows a snowflake, and then it'll tell you what speed the fan's on, and then you know that's on. You'll feel it. It works super well. We also have a ceiling fan. It does not lock like it's supposed to, but you can lift it up and pop this puppy on, and it is amazing to cool this place off. Now for your windows. You've got this screen that just went up, and you've got a shade that won't. Pop these open, push on the button, flip them up, flip them up, flip them up, and then you tighten that button right there, and it'll stay open. Pop the screen down, and you get a nice breeze that comes through. Nighttime, you want to feel a little safer and don't necessarily want this open, but still need a breeze. Instead of pulling this all the way closed, go to the first slit here. But make sure when you're bringing this camper home that it's all the way closed. Also, make sure the fan lid is closed before you start to come home. Anytime you travel, it's got to be closed. Our control panel, you got sink lights, go up there. You've got interior lights. You got porch lights that go outside. Then, if you're not hooked into landline, you got a water pump to make your water work. And then here you can check to see if you got a full battery, which you do. Fresh water should be empty, unless you request us to fill it up. That one's not hooked up to anything, and then your gray tank is empty as well. All right. Quick note also, we keep the leveler for leveling the camper out when you park it up here, and a handy dandy flashlight. Okay, let's go to the outside. Over here is where you're going to slide the table down and tighten it up. You got some 110 outlets out here. All right. Here's your outdoor storage. You got your propane tank. You got your battery. You've got your wood to prop up the nose of your trailer on, and then you've got your stabilizers in here. Have an extra wrench in here just in case anything would be needed for. This tank is not to be turned in. We own this tank. It's a refill only. We have a mechanism that is on the bottom that is hooked to our phones, and we can tell when it's empty, low, or when it needs refilled. In order to pull this, you need to have a 7-inch round electrical plug-in to your vehicle and a 2-inch ball receiver. Okay. Anytime you hook up, make sure that these are onto the vehicle and that they are crossed. breathalyzer needs to be hooked up to the vehicle in a separate spot to keep your emergency backup. Okay, we also have the stabilizers. These are not to support the camper. They are merely to stabilize it once you get it in its place and parked. We have 4 of them, 2 on each side. Keep the front and back stable. Okay, this side has a little more to it. This first compartment is your Blackwater tank cartridge. This comes out just like it's a little piece of luggage. You just lift up on this lever down here. And it comes out. Just like some luggage. It even has a handle and wheels to pull it on. When you go to empty this pops up, this turns and pulls off. You hold it up over the hole that you're dumping it in, and this is the release. You push this button here. Okay, pretty easy. Then this just slides back in, catches here so it won't flop around. Then you just want to close it and make sure it's locked. Lock position. The rest is pretty easy. This is your electrical outlet. This is your electrical hose. You will need one of these in order to hook the camper up to the electricity at your campground. What you're going to do is line those up with your outlet, keeping the light on top. Push it in and give it a turn. And make sure you give it a turn. Make sure to screw these on and do it carefully so as not to cross thread. To take off, you do the same thing, unscrew it, give it a little turn, and wiggle it out. One of the most important things to know is never turn any of the inside appliances on, whether it be the heat or the air conditioner, before you plug in where you're camping. It will blow you circuits. These are the next 2 most important items. We have a water filter here that's attached to a pressurizer. This gets hooked onto the socket at the campground. Then your hose gets hooked on to the end here. Then the other end of the hose gets hooked in here. All right. For camping, hooking up to a water supply, this is how you want these levers. Don't change them. We also provide some rubber gloves for when you have to deal with the Blackwater tank. This is underneath the water supply, and this is where the gray water hose gets hooked up to. This guy right here. And then make sure the lever is pulled, this gray one right here, for when you want to empty the gray water. If you're hooked up to somewhere where they have full hookups, you can put the gray hose on the outlet, keep that open, and keep the other end of that hose on the waste drain opening. All right, that does it for the camper. Let me know if you have any questions.